Hi there, this is Cynthia Alvarez. I'm an artist, originally from Dallas. Many years ago, I came to the K-Space after graduating from Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and found a really cool place where artists could just be themselves. And they just gave me a whole new life here in Corpus Christi, and I found a lot of cool folks, a lot of really talented artists, and just was very happy to be a part of just an amazing thing, and it's still going strong. So one of the objects of this program, creating hope with art, was to help. I kind of wanted to share with the community what it means to me to be able to use art to overcome times when I'm not feeling well or it's not a great day. But I always tell people, you know, we are creative people, and some people are creative in different ways, but I feel blessed that anybody can do art if that's what makes them happy, if that's what makes them feel great. And so I invite you to come on this journey with me, creating hope with art. You know, a lot of people have been going through some really tough times. My family, I hear it from my friends, I hear it from everyone, you know. And how do we get through those times? Some people play music, some people dance, you know. And so if you are someone who likes to create artwork and it makes you feel better, then that's what we would like to share that experience with you. And I'm going to do a series of lessons that basically is going to help you, like when you're stuck or when you're in a down mood, or, you know, maybe you've had like the worst day. What can you do yourself to help change your mind that day, or help give you a different perspective? And so I know one thing that helped me a lot that I found, and everyone has their own path, is gratefulness. And so with gratefulness, a lot of people do different things. Like sometimes I've heard about this strategy where before you go to sleep, you write down 3 things you're grateful for. And trust me when I say, if you start doing that, it really changes your perspective. And I'm not saying that it has to be like happy, joy all the time. But what I'm saying is that resilience and that strength to find out what is the next best step whenever you feel lost or whenever you feel down or alone. How are you going to get through that? And so those are the kind of things that I want to share with you that we can do together. And even though I can't see your faces, and maybe one day I will see your faces in person here, right here at the K-Space Art Studio Gallery. And maybe one day we will return to in person. I'll be so grateful. Okay, so we're talking about gratefulness banners today. I'm really excited about sharing this with you. This lesson I found on Pinterest, sort of like that, but not really. It was something else, but I definitely, when I saw the concept, I thought, this is going to help folks. Gratefulness is one of those coping skills, or like we say, mental health. A coping skill is something that you will do whenever you feel like your emotions are too strong, or things are happening that are outside of your control. So we all have different ways of dealing with stress and bad news and things of that nature. Gratefulness is one of those strategies or techniques that a lot of different people use different ways. In fact, I remember hearing about, there's a technique where if you write down 3 things that you're grateful for every night before you go to sleep, it changes your day, because you wake up and the last thing you were thinking about were the things that you were grateful for that day. So what are you grateful for? What is it in your life that causes you to think, you know what, it's going to be okay. Today's going to be okay. So prayer flags. So Tibetan people believe that their prayers or mantras, which are written on their prayer flags, they use them to promote peace, compassion, strength, and wisdom. And I know that this is something that all humans could enjoy, regardless of wherever they're from or wherever they came from, whoever is in their family, whatever their family unit looks like. So Tibetans believe their prayers or mantras that they write on their banners will be blown by the wind to spread the goodwill and compassion into all space. And so when I heard about that, I thought, wow, this is a really great practice. And you could call them prayer flags, but I like to call them gratefulness banners, because prayer flags, that can mean so many things to so many different people. And so for me, I would like to create some gratefulness banners, kind of based on the whole concept of the prayer flags, and kind of doing something fun with them. So I have a few that I've made already. I did make these in my office at work, and something like this. And whenever I would have a tough day or whatever, I would look up, because I would hang them kind of like this down below my cork board. And for the longest time, it helped get me through tough days. And then my coworkers or other clients or people that would come into the office, they would notice them as well. And then we would talk about the things that I was grateful for. And then I would ask them what they were grateful for. And so it starts to create a dialogue, I think, when you start to visualize what it is that you're truly grateful for. And I like to use art to do those things. These are 3 that I've done. Let's talk about what I'm grateful for. Nurses and doctors and all frontline responders. And I know this, I did not have COVID, but I was very sick recently. And the folks that helped me, basically saved my life, So I'm very grateful to them. So think about somebody in your life who has helped you out whenever things were not looking great. And who was that person? Are you grateful for them? So I just want you to try this out. I basically took some construction paper, and as you can see here, if I put these together, that would make one piece of paper, right? So I just cut it in half, and then I folded the top part about an inch and a half. So I did it with both of them. It's kind of sort of like the same basis of when we do papel picado. And then when we're done, I want you to make it yours. Like, do whatever it is that you feel. If you feel like you like stickers, if you like markers, if you like paint, whatever it is that you want to add to your gratefulness banners. I was talking about turtles, the Camps Releasey turtles recently. A lot of them were cold stunned, and people in the community came together from all walks of life, and they rescued so many turtles south of us, and then they started releasing them. And I'm thinking about turtles a lot, and I'm not sure why, but I am grateful for the Camps Releasey turtles, and I am grateful for the people who took time out of their own day. And I'm talking about all kinds of people from all different backgrounds and working together. And that is the human spirit. That is what makes us different. That's what causes us to be able to get to the next day. The way we care for our community. How do we care for our community? What do you think that people in your community would say that they are grateful about you and what you do in your community? So it goes a long ways whenever you're trying to focus on good things. And so I'm just, you can do whatever you want. I was putting little dots here to show the sand, because they make like little, don't they? When they move their little feet and stuff, they leave these little furrows in the dirt. He's going out to the sea now, He's been rescued and he's so happy. And there he goes, and he's gonna go swim back into the ocean. And so I'm very, very happy about sea turtles. And then last but not least, of course, I'm very grateful for the fact that my teenager, 17-year-old, my one and only, the child that changed my life, came into my life and made things 1,000% better. And I'm not bragging, but this kid is super smart. They are really awesome. They have an amazing voice. They play the uke. Don't get me started on all the good things about my kid. So that's big time on my list of things that I'm grateful for. So the fact that they're graduating and they did such a great job, and it was a real struggle this last year. Can you imagine senior year during the pandemic? And took care of business, okay? I'm very proud of Charlie because they're graduating. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So is there an accomplishment or something in your family member's life that you would like to let them know that you're grateful for their effort? And you would like to acknowledge that. This is a very easy way to do it that costs you, how much does it cost to get some construction paper and markers together? Not much. Just like they say, a smile doesn't cost anything. So focusing on what we're grateful for, also free. The benefits are boundless. So I'm just like, I don't know, I like to kind of mess with the edges sometimes or do something a little bit different. Just because I get bored sometimes and I just want to do more. And so on that note, but I still want to kind of cut this corner a little bit because he's at the beach. There he goes. He's gonna go swimming and swimming and swimming. That's what I'm grateful for, swimming. I can't wait to get in the swimming pool. So here's a couple of ones that I'm gonna finish off that I had started earlier. It's funny because when you start doing the gratefulness banners, you start realizing just how much you really are grateful for, and you just can't stop doing it. And I'm telling you, let's say you get together with your family, everybody does 2 or 3, and then before you know it, you string them all together, and you've got something 5 feet long or something. And I encourage you to, if you feel led to do this with your family or your friends, your coworkers, whomever, and brighten the corner where you are with your gratefulness. The fact that you're committing your images of what you're grateful to and about, and you're intentionally making that a statement and then putting it in that space, wherever that space is, that energy from your gratefulness will reside. And, I'm not talking about anything that is spiritual or anything like that. I'm not talking about people's beliefs or anything. I'm just saying that there is power in your words. And so when you have these tangible reminders that I am grateful for my home, and I know we all have different levels of what it is that makes us feel less stressed out or provides us comfort to get through those difficult moments or a difficult day or difficult week, or sometimes it feels a difficult lifetime even. So if we don't focus on, we do have to focus on what's going on around us. However, to get through those storms in life, these types of things that they're called like coping skills, or they're called strategies, techniques. It's just like anything else you learn in life. You're gonna find a set of things that makes you get through the day. And so for some people, it's like football or basketball, or or I don't know, shot put. I don't know. Some people, they get out into the range and shoot guns, or they do archery. I mean, shoot, everybody's got a way that works for them. So, but if you're a creative person and you love drawing pictures and that's what you like to do, I welcome you to come and join us on this journey. So I'm gonna stop coloring my house. And so you basically get the idea. I'm grateful for my home. Earlier today, I did some little scribbles about what my home looks like, the trees outside, the mailbox, you know, the clouds. In art, it's all about what you think is important, what you think looks good to you. Okay, we need some green on our tree. I'll finish up this guy. This is based kind of like on my best friend's house. She has a house kind of like this. There's a tall tree in that area. She has a little mailbox like that. And so I'm grateful for the home. Grateful for the salon that I went to yesterday, where the ladies that are inside there, that shows all the love that's in there, because they're doing such a great job in our community, making everybody feel fabulous, including myself yesterday. So a big shout out to those folks that are working tirelessly and with tired backs and tired feet just to make us look fresh and clean, which I'm not bragging, but oh my gosh, they did such a great job. So this last one that I'm gonna do, I didn't talk about my community garden, which I just found out I'm getting a bed that has already been planted that somebody else was not able to take care of. And now it's mine, all mine, and I cannot wait to go and check it out. I'm probably gonna do that later today and see what the little plants look like. The last one is breathing. And I know this, you're like, you're grateful for breathing. Yes, well, it's been tough sometimes because sometimes I do have problems breathing and it's not a good feeling. So I've learned to take deep breaths when I get stressed out. And that really does help me. And one of the techniques that we use, when I say we, I mean the folks that I work with and other people that are great professionals over the years who have shown, mental health professionals, because there have been plenty in my life. You know, that's one thing that I was going to talk about, is that I have diagnoses, mental health diagnoses. It feels like I'm fighting with my mind and the thoughts that are coming in. When those dark thoughts come and want to tell me other things about myself, I literally have to fight back. And so that's when I'm fighting back, I'm taking a deep breath. Like they say, in with the good stuff, out with the bad stuff. Or if you're one of those folks who doesn't like to make judgments, just breathe, you know. Sometimes we don't want to make judgments because all experiences, I believe, are meant to teach us something. So whether you see it as negative or positive, as long as at the end of it, you say to yourself, what did I learn from this experience? Then you're growing, and that's a good thing. So the breathing, there's a technique that I use a lot that help folks out regardless of your age. And that is bubbles. That's why I made all these cute little bubbles. But the reason why I put breathe and bubbles is because that's what we do. With the bubbles, we breathe in, and then we breathe bubbles out. So this is a way that you can, let's say you're anxious or somebody made you really mad. All you want to do is yell at them. But should you do it because you're at school right now, or you're at work, even worse, or even worse, you're with your husband or your significant other, and maybe you shouldn't yell at them right now. You need to go blow some bubbles. Because trust me, and I carry these with me everywhere. So I actually do hand these out to people that are having a tough day. I'm like, listen, take your ponytail down and let's take some deep breaths. So there you go. That actually does calm. I feel calmer now than before I made the bubbles. So I will see you next time, and it's been really great hanging out with you guys, and I encourage you to come on back because you will not be disappointed.